in this week's Torah portion of Teitzei. So we're in chapter 22 in Deuteronomy, in Devarim. We learn the law of Shiluach HaKan. If you happen upon a bird's nest and the mother bird is sitting on top of her young or her eggs, you first have to shoo away the mother bird, and then you can take the eggs. And we're told that if you observe that commandment, your reward is long life. Now that reward is as surprising as it is familiar. It's surprising that you get such a huge reward for such modest effort. But it's also familiar because it's the exact same reward that God has previously promised us for observing a different commandment, honoring our parents. What's the connection? Why the same reward? So some commentators tell us it's meant to teach us to take all commandments equally seriously, because who knows? You don't know which one is going to be most cherished in heaven. Other commentators explain an even deeper link. If you start to ponder or ruminate about the law of Shiluach HaKan, sending away the mother bird, your thoughts could travel into some treacherous terrain. And you might start thinking, that law is pretty random. It's only if you happen upon a nest, not if you prepare one. It's only a bird. Why didn't God show kindness to any other animals in that same fashion? And now that I think about it, there's a lot of randomness or arbitrariness or capriciousness out there. There are a lot of good guys that suffer. And there are a lot of bad guys that prosper. And I might start to worry. Maybe it is all just random. Maybe it is all just coincidence. Maybe there is no God. But God, in his infinite mercy, drops some breadcrumbs along our path to lead us back. He points out to us it's the same reward for that random-seeming commandment of sending away the mother bird as it is for that least random commandment of honoring your parents. What can make more sense than the obligation to honor your parents? They gave you life. They brought you into this world. Of course you have to honor them. And it's a difficult commandment. Of course you get a lot of reward. So God tells us, same reward. Why? Don't think there's any randomness. There's none. I'm in charge of everything. Everything good that happens to us, from God. Everything bad that happens to us, from God. Every blade of grass that grows, from God. No chance, no randomness. And so now we can understand the exhortation at the end of this week's Torah portion, in chapter 25 in Deuteronomy, when we're told to remember what Amalek, our bitterest enemy, did to us when we were leaving Egypt. How he chanced upon us and struck us. Chanced upon us? What a bizarre choice of words in the Torah. Amalek didn't chance upon us. He ambushed us in premeditated, calculatingly, cold-bloodedly, vicious fashion. That was not happenstance. So why is the Torah describing it as chancing upon us? Because it's reminding us Amalek is our most bitter spiritual enemy. Its calling card is chance. It does not believe in God. It believes in randomness. It believes in the Big Bang as the source for our origin, no matter how statistically improbable that theory is. And the fact that we're still around, the fact that the Jews are still here, still toting our Bibles, drives them crazy. Our existence alone has defied all odds, let alone our continued allegiance to God and to his Torah. And so they say to us, it's 2012. Who needs God when you've got an iPad? And we say, an iPad? What better way to get close to him? We can watch Torah videos. We can study a page in the Talmud. We can study the Torah. And yet Amalek continues to beckon us, continues to seduce us, to tempt us, injecting doubt into our minds. Maybe it was random. Maybe it was coincidence. Maybe there is no God. Maybe he didn't write the Torah. And we say no. There is a God, and he did write the Torah. It wasn't a bunch of dudes named P or J or D. And so when Amalek offers us his dice, to join him in games of chance, to join him on his frivolous, faithless frolics, we say thanks, but no thanks.